All right, let me weigh in a little bit on the whole Chick-fil-A thing. As much as I really wanted to avoid the whole subject at all costs, because contributing to negativity, in my opinion, just adds negativity. But I'm going to do this with as much compassion and care for everything, everyone, everywhere. So, the first thing I want to say is about it is that um, so if Chick-fil-A is being ran by these so-called Christians that essentially they're following the teachings of Jesus. Jesus said to love everyone. There was no stipulation upon that, no no exceptions. So from that, if they are excluding people, like has been pointed out, then I say shame on them. Because, and then on the other side, if this is the case, we should not be fighting hate or exclusion with hate. Don't fight hate with hate. Don't fight if there's hate for one group, we can't replace that with hate for another group. Apparent, what I've come down to, I don't know all the facts because I don't watch the news. The news is negative vibrations. The world, I believe, is filled with vibrations, vibrational um, frequencies. There's positive and negative. And news, essentially, American news is all negative news, negative information. And I spend a lot of my time watching Disney, listening to pop music, nerdy shit, and I watch happy. I move myself towards positive vibrations, and I try to keep people happy. I do silly things. That's why I'm dressed like this, so that way I can make other people happy as well by keeping people towards the positive vibrations. I do nice things. I did the nerd night because I want to include, don't want to exclude. If you look at my Facebook, I have every kind of different people on my Facebook because I'm treating people with love and kindness. Now, on either way, if I have someone who I feel is attacking me, I'm going to move elsewhere. Now everyone's saying, oh, no, no, no. He doesn't get it. He doesn't get it. Well, here's another element. What Chick-fil-A is doing is wrong. But what we're finding out is upon dissecting and examining this company under a microscope, we're finding out that I don't eat any meat or any kind of corporate food. I only eat organic meat if I do, because I'm trying to stay away from any kind of additives. But it's beyond the additives. There's like antibiotics, there's like hormones and all this stuff which makes the food unhealthy. But we also have too is we have the practices of that company which you might not support. So whether or not you vote, what you're doing is you're supporting all the things that they support. I try not to I try not to eat at big chains at all because or shop at, like, I do find myself doing it, but unless we can sit back and identify each and every one, there's probably a lot of crap. And I'm not saying that what Chick-fil-A is doing is right. I'm saying that what a lot of companies are doing is wrong. And we can't, and what they're doing is wrong. What Chick-fil-A is doing is wrong, but we cannot attack them. People can't attack them with more hate. Hate versus hate is just horrible. So what you do is use your money to vote. So if you don't vote with a ballot. You vote you vote with your money. So next time you go out to the store, you make that option to pay for something that's going to support what you believe in. If you can either do that or end up putting your money towards the proper places. That way, what you believe in will make more money. I know it's an idealist viewpoint, and you all want to raise up in arms and be hate filled and be aggressive. But you know what? If we have one group that's excluding people, so then we have another group that's fighting them and trying to fight them. I used to be the kid that was picked on all the time. So what do? Do I try to turn around and try to start attacking everybody and say, oh, I was picked on all the time, so I have to attack everybody? No, what I do instead is I know how it felt to be excluded. And people say, no, you don't understand. You don't know how it felt. Well, being that kid that moved around along, if you've been excluded at one point in your life, you know how it feels. That's why I don't have any problem with anybody. And so if there's someone who is bothering me, what I do is I choose the indifferent route, because it's too much energy to be hate filled. If you're going to be hate filled, then you know what? If you just center yourself. I know that sounds really hippie crap, but center yourself. Move on, and don't contribute to it. Don't contribute to the negativity. There's a reason why I don't eat at these fast food places, because you don't know where the money's going. You don't know what. Not only do you not know what's in the meat, you don't know what's in the policies behind the meat. It's not just about the meat. It's like the burger, McDonald's. You don't know what's in it. You don't know what the policies are behind it. Spend your money on what you believe in. Use compassion. Don't use hate. Try not to exclude. Choose indifference instead of hate. And choose to use love. Just ignore. And I'm saying that to everybody. Ignore. Don't. I would say instead that we can try to get along. But if Chick-fil-A is going to be this way, just ignore them. Just ignore them. If you have a problem, I don't eat there. You don't have to eat there. But maybe I'm oversimplifying it. But to me, that's why I made my nerd night. It was something so that I used to get picked on all the time, and I didn't have any place to go, so I know how it felt. So instead of trying to go after the people that used to pick on me, I tried to create something for the people like me who didn't have any place to go. And I try to go out of my way to help out all these other people. So what you do is you look at it from the other perspective. And I'm not trying to oversimplify it at all.